I was born and raised in Chicago. I left Chicago to go to college. I went to the Savannah College of Art and Design. I've always secretly wanted to be an actor, an actress. My dad was like, initially told me, you better get a real job. So, I studied to be a director and a producer. When I came back to Chicago, I ended up landing a job for broadcast television. I was the youngest assistant director for live TV in Chicago. I worked for TV 38. Mm-hmm. It was a little Christian network, and it's right around the corner from Harpo. Harpo, the big O. So anyway, I ended up getting 2 interviews over at Harpo, and I said to myself, if I didn't get this job, if I'm not working for Oprah and I'm in Chicago, then I need to leave. So I didn't get the position. That was what prompted me to make my transition into Los Angeles. I traveled cross country January 99. I still was afraid to venture out into the acting world. Mm-hmm. Although I'd done it in high school, I did it in college, but here, I was on the track to producing. I ended up landing a job at Warner Brothers as assistant to the vice president of television, and went on to coordinate shows for Warner Brothers and pilots and stuff. I started working on the Bernie Mac show, and Bernie was awesome, an awesome person, and I could make him laugh. I mean, like, to the point where he couldn't even talk, and that was some of the greatest moments ever. Is if I could make this man laugh like that, or literally the entire set, and just everybody make them laugh, I felt like, okay, now it's time for me to go and study the craft. So, Bernie definitely, told me, you need to know your craft. You need to know everything about it. Initially, I started off on the show as the assistant to the producer, but I walked away from that because I'd been studying improv at the Groundlings and at Improv Olympic, and I landed an agent and a manager, and I was starting to audition, and it was becoming hard to, work behind the scenes and still go and audition and then, book other jobs and be absent. So I had to make a decision. So I chose to follow my dreams. And it just so happened that Bernie, called me up and said, hey, listen, I'd like for you to work for me. So he allowed me to work for him while I continued to audition and, book shows. I started a sketch comedy group with Angela from Elite Delta Force 3. Bernie got a chance to see us, and we performed in the lunchroom because we needed some money for costumes and, to help us get theater space. And so he gave us some money. There's been some rotating of cast members, but the core group, we've been together for 3 years. Being in a sketch group is awesome. It's my voice, or Angela's voice, or, the girl's voice on current events, on history. We're looking into touring some of the bigger markets like New York, DC, Atlanta, Chicago, because with the Housewives sketch, a lot of people have reached out to us. Mm-hmm. So we've kind of got some fans in those areas, so we're definitely trying to get out there. Ebony and Ivory, that's who we are. Ebony and Ivory. Okay, that's it.